unwise to your presence. A lanky young man presses the handset against his flushed cheek. He practically clings to it, like a shipwreck survivor holding onto a piece of driftwood.
I don't know how much time we have. You have to help me fill it in. Please. I need to feel like my position's in jeopardy. Tell me you'll report me to human capital if I displease our counterparties. Oh, I think I forgot someone's title. Oh my God, you can't do that to me. But you really, really should. You know so much, and I so little. The power differential is grotesque, highly problematic. Don't change it. I'm your faithful dog. I know nothing. I question less.
This is a private phone call. Please excuse yourself.
I saw her talking to the old pilots earlier. They must have sent her to listen in. Do I want her to watch? Oh, maybe, in theory, but you should see the way she's dressed. Her coat, it's see-through like a grocery bag.
I asked you politely once. Now kindly wait your fucking turn.
Tell me that kind of language is unacceptable. It's the influence of the gap. I hardly recognize myself anymore. I'm under assault! If this is it, tell them. Tell them it was in the line of duty. Questions? You violate my space and think I have time for questions? My job concerns the fates of nations! This is not a drill! I'm sorry. I've attracted the attention of one of the lumpen prole. If this mysterious gap doesn't kill me, one of those violent locals will. I've got to go. I'll call you again, when it's safe.
You can talk privately, as long as you keep your voice down. The box is scrubbed of the usual flyers and graffiti, leaving streaks of adhesive and permanent marker behind. The coin slot has been aggressively papered over. Cracked receiver and yellowed plastic. At least a decade, you assume. A faded sticker draws your attention. An advertisement for a local ferry schedule. The year, 82. Stretched too many times. Coils slacken near the base, but someone's wound a rubber band to keep them tight. Something catches your eye. Beneath the grime, the metal surface ripples like something's trapped underneath. The grime yields in oily streaks. Slowly a shape emerges, rounded and friendly. A dolphin, embossed into the chassis. The engraving's shallow, eroded by years of neglect but legible. Maybe. In any case, you have this now. It's better than not having it. You lift the receiver to your ear. No doubt.
Hello, you. What's your pleasure? Well, a little mess never hurt anyone. Suicidal. Shouldn't you be investigating what happened to the sock importer? Never mind, hon. I'm listening. Hey, Mel. It's me. No, I'm not. You're lying to me. I'm shit at this. I'm going... No, don't tell me. I already know. The freezer. Head operant? That's cruel, Mel. We don't even have head operants. I'm going to the freezer. I'm going to sort... Shall I tell you what it's like? I wake up at 7 in the morning, alone. My alarm clock... I commute on the bus. So does everybody else. I catch them looking at me. I spend all day sorting files into alphabetical order, but I still have to say the full alphabet. The shredder eats them, pulps them, beats them into unrecognizable shreds so that they can be burned, incinerate. I climb into the cremation. I burn. My flesh gone, my bone. Baby, do you want to talk about it? No, hon. You've been to a bonfire. You're okay.
I don't know how you managed to kick the hogger off the phone, Monsieur, but we owe you a drink. What brings you back here?
Hoping to find yourself a boyfriend, eh?
Lowest tier schoolyard banter. The old pilot grins, revealing a couple of gold teeth.
Closest jail I know of would be up in Valmerada, up north, an hour away by tram. Not that I can think of.
Who needs jails in this place?
The men nod and return to their drink.
I never tire of it. We know, Sugar. We were watching you there. How was it? Seeing stars already?
Maybe professional, maybe it just comes naturally to her.
Gross misrepresentation is what that is. Back in the Tenetries, we have a folk tale about a kind of mermaid, Dennis Cadin they called, that's half. No, trust me, it's very sensuous. Classy stuff, see? The thing about Dennis Cadin is that they're not 50-50 like the mermaids they talk about here. Anyone can have any part human and any part animal. So there's women with big fat tails, Women with flippers and no arms. Women that look perfectly normal, except for the hairs, which are just like two little belly buttons on the side of their heads. Ah, a woman after my own heart.
Oh, here we go.
There's this one story about a Dennis Cadden that some fishermen pulled onto their boat. Then they rowed her over and discovered she had just one thing different. The wrinkled vulva of an old woman. Tuft of gray hair and all. It's just a folk tale, sweet cheeks. Anything goes in your fantasies.
Folktales or no folktales, you have no idea the slaughterhouse pig squeals he makes her do. You can hear them from here. That's what you think. That? For an hour? Pants back, I guess? All things considered, it's more vanilla than what most people ask for. Yes, stop it, you're just encouraging him.
Never enough, as far as I'm concerned. Wish I could say this. Until next time.
With awkward reverence, you approach the street shrine. A spectacle of Porphyrian humanity, the steps worn with the years of its visitors' hope and grief. Ink stains and knife scratches adorn the shrine, jagged words cast toward the flickering skies. In your guiding, we learn. Do you envy our brief, searing lives? Marco loves Puss. As you fade, we follow. A collection of cheap plastic photo frames, haphazardly arranged on a red checkered tablecloth. Between them lie offerings and totems, a necklace, some out-of-circulation coins, an old packet of smokes. Prayers flit amongst the offerings, answered or ignored, who knows? You adjust your position and gather the appropriate reverence, a prayer of interference. For the gambler palming a final chip, for the veteran lacing up boots cracked at the heels, for the fool stepping into the current and demanding the river change course. The words hang in the air, brittle as glass. The strangers do not blink. 100 forgotten The noise of the world beyond the alley dims. Sunlight flickers, casting jagged shadows across the photographs. Your words are gone as they are uttered, couriered upwards on the air's invisible wires. You turn away from As a member of the Guardia Municipal, no part of him is even trying to actually pretend. An absurd reality demands an absurd performance to match. The GM gives you You approach the steel door again, this time knowing who it belongs to. It's a standard lock. The right hands will be holding tools for lock. A brief tremor. Humans dominate doors every day. Hurl this one back down the pecking order. Stop. Don't enter. Don't break this seal. This doesn't have to be yours. No answer. Silence. Decaying rectangle with limited movement. Kill. The frame screams in... A layer of dust covers the deck. Next to the frame is an eye with a long single tip, the unmistakable symbol of the weeping eye. The secret police of... It's soft and ringed. The word accounts is written across the top. A thicket of serial numbers, dates, columns and rows cover the pages, top to bottom. As you flip through, two sets of handwriting emerge from the sheets. One matches the title accounts on the front, while the other is tidier and appears only in the very last entries. The first set of handwriting dates back years, the sloppy all capitals which must belong to Tempo. The second, newer set appearing about a week ago is an elaborate looping cursive. Some of the I's have hearts instead of dots. Boring, boring, boring. A list of names, titles and compensation. One of the rows has been firmly crossed out, and payments seem to have stopped a few weeks ago. Ignatz. It doesn't ring a bell. Rent, utilities and other minor operating costs, including travel. Multiple instances of round-trip tickets between Portofino and Acquair la Luz. You avert your gaze. The pale screen reads Miwa Terminal Model. The crying powder eye stares at you. It's either a warning related to the world historical information you're here for. The finger looks like a pale tram carriage, covered by late autumn snow, about to arrive at the station. Cocaine, the original power plant. If gasoline could kiss, this would be the perfume. It loses its shape, becomes liquid-like, then it is a part. The eye on the photo frame is no longer. As you turn the frame around, dust falls and a blade of light momentarily obliterates the row of faces presented. Cutting straight to our heart. Fuck. Rising from the damp cellars of regret. Taxman. Estoc. Virtue. Radiant. Kindred. Holocene. Known to the opera as the whole sick crew. Unknown to you as those friends you left to die 5 years ago. You abandoned them. They were counting on you, but you only thought of yourself. You scared, selfish little cunt. Do you smell the crippling failure oozing from your skin? Do you feel the secret knowledge of your aching shame pulsing in your skull? You slip the photo out of the frame, into... Yes. You turn from the desk. You step to the window. You gather up your sleeve and exhale onto the window, where your breath reveals a clear handprint in the dust. The condensation from your breath fades. Across the canal as the district... A cross-section of the city would be a cliff face. You watch the denizens of Port... Lost in your musings. Known to the opera as the whole sick crew. You step to the window.